Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto News. It's November 17th, 2025, and the top cryptocurrency news is as follows. Have a great week everyone, and we'll go to our news and go to Kyrgyzstan, which has just launched a new stablecoin backed by the cryptocurrencies. This stablecoin will be called USDKG. It will be pegged to the dollar and will be backed by the cryptocurrencies. In the meantime, Visa continues to evolve with stablecoins, and Visa has launched a stablecoin payments pilot program for businesses in the US. And as you've already figured out, Visa and MasterCard will have to move through the blockchain era much faster than many if they want to stay in the market. Continuing, today we'll be dedicating ourselves to Cardano and taking a look at the latest developments. Since Cardano on November 12th had its Cardano Summit, we learned a lot of things that will come in 2026 and 2027 from what we understand. First of all, we will talk about a miracle that happened, and that is that the Cardano Foundation managed to release a promotional video for the Cardano Summit. Moving on, we will go to Mr. Scaramucci, where the Scaramucci family has invested more than $100 million in Mr. Trump's Bitcoin company, American Bitcoin, which is run by two of Mr. Trump's sons. And it's not just them. According to this article, Mr. Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, together with his company, invested in American Bitcoin. As a result, Mr. Charles has direct contact with the two sons of the President of America, and Mr. Charles commented on this and said that mining is a good business thanks to artificial intelligence. Bitcoin miners pay for the data centers and infrastructure, and artificial intelligence will absorb all of this in 3 to 5 years. This team understands this, and we're going to make a lot of money, and we've already seen in crypto news that many Bitcoin miners, instead of investing 100% of their money in new miners, are investing a percentage to support artificial intelligence to make extra money. And Mr. Charles sees a lot of money, as you already understood, in this new strategy that's out there for Bitcoin miners. Moving on now, let's go to midnight, and let me tell you that Mr. Charles released a 1 hour and 10-minute video explaining what midnight is and how it works. So if you want to become an expert, just watch this and you'll learn everything. We're also going to have a Midnight Summit, which starts today, November 17th until November 18th. And a Midnight Ambassador program has already been announced, which I'll have all of that in the description. But there's also a Midnight Hackathon, which will offer a lot of money and opportunities for developers. And the last thing I want to tell you about Midnight is more of a rumor. It's not confirmed. They say Midnight is going to announce a partnership with one of these companies. That's because this company that you see here, Shielded, is the company that's actually building Midnight. It's the main development team for it, and maybe there was a partnership with one of those big names. Moving on, we're gonna go to Hydra, which is essentially Cardano's Tier 2, if I may call it that. According to this video, we can see how incredibly fast it is. I'm gonna let a few minutes play out now, as
Okay, I'm going to send a transaction to Bob just by clicking this button. I'm going to send all to Bob, okay? Boom. Done. Bob already got his money. Bob got his money, okay? And then I'm going to send it back to Alice. And then I'm going to send that to Alice. Right, boom, boom. So we can send all of this ADA back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? This is happening so fast. And I have this chart up.
As this demo shows, we can see the speed of Hydra in action because it's something that needs a lot of speed. Obviously the DEX here, Delta DeFi, is a DEX on Cardano that uses Hydra to make your transactions incredibly fast. But maybe something better is this: the credit cards that Cardano will bring, which yes, are metal than they look. We don't know anything more except that Cardano will have its own card, which, if it runs on the blockchain and uses Hydra, will be incredibly fast. And I don't know if you noticed the detail down in the corner that has the Hydra logo. I don't know if that means anything. Moving on, we'll go to Leios, where there's nothing new. What Mr. Charles promised in this video is that the first version of Leios will be released in 2026. And it is a goal that he has set. Let's see if he can do it. And the latest news about Cardano is that these two gentlemen, a future PhD and an experienced developer, went to the Cardano Summit to promote their work with Vaulty. We have seen Vaulty. Essentially, it is an attempt to bring a two-factor authentication to Cardano wallets to make the ecosystem even more secure. Good luck, guys. And it's time to go to our favorite cryptocurrency market, with Bitcoin at $94,000. At the moment, we have nothing new on the price, except that this week is also an earnings week, and as you can see, there are some big companies like Nvidia coming out on Wednesday to say how it went. That wraps up the top news for Crypto Today, November 17th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.